having me back in this video. My name is Steven, and today we shall be considering what I refer to as various way of trading. What are those things I use in my trading system? How do I take my trade, and how do I get my entry? And we are going to combine all the indicators that I use all together to start my trading. Now, without further ado, let's go straight into how I have been using my different way of trading. What are those things that I'm using to trade? Now, I am on 15-minute chart. I'm moving to 15-minute chart. If you look at this line, this vertical line that is here, and also this vertical line that is here. Now, this is the start of the day. This is the start of the market. This is where the market starts from volatility section. This is where the market starts from volatility section. And at this place, I want to take very seriously, because this is where I'll be looking to see what actually unfold in the market. Now, from here, I am studying this area. Now, this place from here, look at how it is moving. So it moved and approached my 240 moving average, like I've told you in my previous video how I use my 240 moving average. Look at the way the 240 moving average is moving. So when the market resumed today during the Asia section, and look at what happened during the Asia section. This is the area that the Asia section were able to get to during the time they were trading. Now look at this place. This very line is called the pivot line. This place is called support 2. Now, how do I combine this indicator together to begin to see the trade? How do I use them? Now, what I need to do, I need to ship in this information, because I want to tell you that when the market resumes, why we don't have a lot of volatility during the Asia section, that basically I use my Asia section for experiment. That how do I use for experiment? I want to know where the Asia section actually starts from, and what is the high of the Asia section. Now, if you look at this place now, the low of this Asia section is here, is at this very junction, which is this place that I have, that I'm drawing a vertical line from here. Now, I want to watch this place closely. Immediately this Asia section finish, we continue to experience around, this is around 3 a.m. 3:45 p.m. a.m. our own time here. So we are still moving towards the Asia section. And look at this place now. This is the Asia section. This is the low of the Asia section, and we move to this place until we continue to move. And when we get to this place, we go to New York open, we go to London open. Immediately there is London open. Look at what happened from here. So basically, this is the high of the Tokyo section, and we shall be looking to break that high. So we'll be looking to break this very high from here. So we are taking it down from here. So immediately we have a candle that break this place. So what do we have? We have this move running up. Now, let me take this out. What this line signify is the break during this Asia section, because this is the lowest low. This is the candle they are expecting to break this low, and this candle eventually break out. Look at the move. So we are walking towards an uptrend. Now, because I'm having my 240 moving average, because I've told you I don't joke with my 240 moving average while I am trading, because this immediately the prices approach the 240 moving average, we always have the price to store at that area, because price always store at this area. Look at what happened. Immediately the prices go to this area, the prices continue to find a way to move back to an uptrend, to continue the turn and continue that way to an uptrend. Now, why do they continue this way? There are two scenarios that we have here. We are having our support, which is support 2, around this area, and as soon as prices move to that support too, what happened? There's a rebalance. And around this area, we're also having our 240 moving average now, which eventually cause this price to rebalance. Like I've told you in my previous video, that whenever prices are moving to any support, that when prices, let's say for instance, the prices have been moving from A and they got to support, maybe you've taken your entry from A and you discover that they got to a support area, the first thing that you need to do at that place is for you to do what? To take your profit, take whatever the market give you, take it out and see the reaction of that area. Probably you can wait for the next 1 hour and see what prices are doing at that area. So immediately you see that the prices could not, that place, they could not move down, or they make a return of their journey. Then you continue to do what? You continue to look for an entry. Now let's move down to our stochastic. Like the last time I discussed about, I literally take my time to discuss about stochastic. Now if you look at this place now, this stochastic here is the stochastic of 15 minutes. Now if you look at this 15-minute chart from here, like I have told you in my previous video, that whenever we have the stochastic of 15 minutes and that of 4 hours speaking the same thing, then there is going to be an heavy move. Now I can assure you with all certainty that the move that we have from here to this place is as a result of an agreement between 4 hour stochastic and that of 15-minute stochastic. Now let's move that to 4 hours, but before then, let's draw a line around this area, and let us also point to this area and see if we have an agreement between our stochastic. Now if you come back to 4 hours from here, now because I am drawing my line from a different time frame, and I'll be having a variations in the line that I draw. Now if you look at this place from here, let's look at it from here, you will agree with me that from here is the agreement that I'm having, is the stochastic that I'm having in 15 minutes. Now if I'm drawing the line, let me draw another line from here. Now good. Now there is an agreement. If you look at the line that I drew from, I need to magnify the chart. If you look the line that I've drawn from here to this place, which is from 1 hour, that is from here to here, is telling me that there is an agreement, which is from 15 minutes rather. There's an agreement between the stochastic of that of 4 hours and that of what? And that of 15 minutes. And that is why we are seeing this very heavy run up. Now, and that is exactly what I've done at this area. Now, because I've been able to draw a trend line to tell you that this is what I'm having in 4 hours. Now, because I am a 1 minute trader, I want to take into cognizance every aspect of this trade. Now, I am having my auto trend line, which has been drawn automatically here, to tell me that whenever prices hit this top line, hit this trend line, and it could not make it, once I have an engulfing pattern in which I have from here. Now let me take this to this place for you to be able to see the candle that give me an engulfing pattern. I think I have to do this. Okay, fine. This is the candle that give me an engulfing pattern. So as soon as I got this engulfing pattern, then I knew that this market is in for a run-up. So I have to come back to my lower time frame to get a better analysis. Now let's move down to 1 hour and see what 1 hour is doing. Now very good, because we are on 1 hour chart, and these are the lines that I've drawn from a bigger time frame to a lower time frame. Now if you look at this place now, you will agree with me that this is the candle that engulfed. This very candle is the candle that engulfed. Once we have got this information in a bigger time frame, what do we need to do? We need to start having what? We need to start having a plan to go in. We need to start having an entry plan to go into the market. And because we are a 1 minute trader, and that is why we want to avoid all we saw in the market. We want to avoid all possible area that will give us problem when we come in. So immediately we have gotten this move now that okay, in 1 hour we have the stochastic of 1 hour speaking the same thing. Mind you, we are putting all the indicator together now to be able to have an entry. So we are having the stochastic of 1 hour speaking the same thing. So I'm going to take all this off because it looks so messy. Now let's go back to 30 minutes. Now from here, now we also have a break. We also have a break, which is this candle that this is the candle that engulf, and here is the candle that we have to follow. From here we begin to take a trade from here, but we cannot enter, basically because we have an engulfing pattern from here. Why? Because there are still some noise that need to be filtered out in this very way of our trading. Now if you look at this bearish candle, which is this black candle, now if you go in immediately from here, you might probably have a run down from here, and we don't want this. That's what I don't want at all when I'm trading. I want to take out this. So for me to take out, I have to move down to a lower time frame. Now that I'm moving down to a lower time frame, I'm going back to 15 to 5 minutes. I have to compress the chart for us to be able to see it very well. Now this is 5 minutes chart. This is where I got my entry in 5 minutes chart. Now I want to take away all this because I've been able to identify my trade from here. I am on WTI, which is United States crude oil. So I am trading, most of the time I trade crude oil and gold. Basically I specialize on commodity trading. Now I am taking this out. Now if you look at this place now, you will agree with me that this is where we have our what? Our 240 moving average. That this prices is crossing above the 240 moving average from here, and from here we have our support too that the prices has been respecting over time. Now because we want our price to cross above the 240 moving average in a shorter time frame for us to be able to have a perfect entry. Now what do? Let's move back again, because this is 5 minutes here. This is where we have a cross in 5 minutes, and this is where we have the stochastic of this place speaking the same thing with what we have in 5 minutes. Now let's go back to this place and see. Let's go back to 1 minute and see how the system continue to unfold itself. We are going back to where I have my vertical line in 1 minute. Good. These are the area that the market continue to move up. So if I'm taking a trade from here, so I want to take all this out. I'm taking this out for us to be able to see the overall direction. I'm still taking it out. So very good. Now from here we have a run-up. This place, like I've told you, this is where we have a break. This is where we have a break, and like I've told you, until we have a break in 1 minute, that is when we can consider a proper entry in 1 minute. Now once we don't have a cross of the 240 moving average, the prices are not crossing in 1 minute, we never have a trade. Now if you look at this place, already we must have gotten an entry in 1 hour, which is here. This is the candle that engulf in 1 hour. We are looking towards the candle that engulf in 1 hour, and after the engulfing pattern, we still have to wait to see what our other time frames are doing. Basically we have got an engulfing pattern. This is the candle that engulf, and we have seen the stochastic of 4 hours and that of 15 minutes speaking the same thing. So what do we need to do now? We need to move down to 1 minute. Now from here, now we are moving down to 1 minute, and we want to see the area that I drew my horizontal line. I want to see, I'm coming, see that should still be a proper area. Good. This is the place that I draw my horizontal line in 1 hour. So this is the place that we have the candle to engulf. So from here now we are moving this place down. This is our entry, while all these areas are considered noise or a change. Look at what happened. This is where the market starts for today, and this is where the prices are moving, and this is where we have our 240. This is where we have our moving, our pivot line, which is support 2. This is where we have our support 2. The prices rebounds at support 2. Basically, if I am taking a trade, if I enter from here, meaning the market resume, I see this direction, I take a trade from here, I will write it down to this place. I will take into cognizance this this support 2. I'm taking this support 2, which is my pivot point. I'm taking into cognizance. Immediately the prices rebounds. Immediately it got to this place, what I'll be looking for is an engulfing pattern in a bigger time frame. And here is the candle that engulf. These are the area that the candle engulf in 1 hour. Are you seeing the move now? Look at the way it goes from here. We are having our 240 moving average to be in ascending mode. Now look at it now. Is it not ascending up? It's in ascending mode. Look at the prices. It's moving up. It's moving up. Now look at the way it's going. Now it's moving up until we move to this place. We have a perfect entry around that area. So I've made a lot of money trading these today. So these are what I have done to take this trade. So while putting everything together, you must make sure that you're stochastic and speak the same thing with what we have in a bigger time frame. And you must ensure that your stochastic in 5 minutes and that of 15 minutes also speak the same thing before taking a trade around this place, before you probably having a good entry around this place. Now let's go back to 5 minutes and see if our 5 minutes stochastic is speaking the same thing with what we have from here. Are they speaking the same thing? If they are not speaking the same thing, definitely there is no entry. Now I'm going back to 5 minutes. Now we're on 5 minutes chart. We're on 5 minutes chart. Here is the stochastic that I drew. Now if I'm coming back from here, it's telling me this is the stochastic that I drew for 1 minute. Now this is the agreement. They are speaking the same thing. And you could probably see the run up from here. Are you seeing the run up from here? Look at the way they run up from here. Look at the way it goes. Look at the way it moves from here. So on WTI today, which is on they have the same WTI and Brent or other crude oil, they have the same correlation. So what I'm looking at now, I am looking at 5 minutes because already there's a cross of this 5 minutes from here that the prices have already crossed to an uptrend. So it's in an up mode. So if you want to take this trade, what you need to do now is for you to go back to 1 hour, allow this 1 hour to compress back. Now because we are having the 240 moving average, we're having the prices crossing above the 240 moving average, and now they are doing what in 1 hour, they are coming back to retest. If they retest this area and they fail, they come back for a rebalance. I want to tell you that the prices of crude oil could probably be approaching support 3, and that's exactly where we are having our target. And yes, this is where I entered the trade, and we are having our target around this place. So immediately this could not move. There is a fail. There is a failure of the price at that particular point. This is telling us that there is going to be what? There is going to be a rebalance from that place, and we are going to have the price of crude oil moving to support 3. Moving to support 3, and the price will definitely move to, let me check what the price we are going to have at that point. It's going to move to 103. It's going to move to 103.87 or probably 104. So these are what we are going to experience before the end of this week. And if the prices eventually come back, so we should expect it to find support at support 1. If it breaks support 1, it's coming back to support 2, and from here it could probably be moving forward. Now let's go back to daily chart. Look at what happened in daily chart. Now with my experience over time, what I've noticed is that when prices is approaching the 240 moving average in a bigger time frame, and it couldn't move for a very long time. If you look at it now, this is about 72 hours. Prices move to this place, and what happened from here? They rebalance back. There's a rebalance. Let me magnify the chart from here. Once they got to the 240 moving average, the price rebalance around this area. Are you seeing that now? It rebalance around this area, and now basically this is the lowest candle that we have here. This candle has been broken, and this is what we are having now. I am still, because if you are still conservative, you can still be waiting for this candle to be broken around this area. But basically, we have got what? We have got a bullish move in a daily chart. So we should be expecting, once this place has been broken, we should expect the price to move to support 3, like I have told you, to move to resistance 3 rather. So once this resistance 3 has been achieved, because this area might probably repair the market to a downside, and that is why I'm pasting my target around this area. Now my target 2, which is around this area, unless this place is achieved, then we have a retrace back, then before we can move to this area. Now once this place has been done, and this place, the market will definitely stop around here. So when the prices go to this place, it will stop around here. So we are looking at the price to break this area. Once this place has been broken, what do we have to do? We have to continue to see a run up to an upside. And mind you, because of the situation in Russia and Ukraine, we are having the Russian Federation to close down their supply to Europe. And because of this might probably shoot up the price of crude oil. The gas price might go up during this time. So while you are trading this, you should always put this at the back of your mind. When you come to the issue of trading the crude oil, the gold, technical alone does not come in. It comes with fundamental analysis, because majority of this chart have been affected by fundamental news all over the world. So while you are taking this, you must take into cognizance the fundamental analysis of the whole thing, of the whole charts, because the driving of this price from here to this place does not come ordinarily. It comes with fundamental analysis. So from here now, we should be expecting the price of crude oil to move up. So from here now, we are having, let's go back to 1 minute and see how we can still get the proper entry, how we take our entry using 1 minute chart. Like I have told you, if you are trading this system, by the time you get your entry in 1 hour, in 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and 1 minute, you must always take into cognizance the agreement between 1 minute and 5 minutes. You must look at their stochastic. Then you must look at how the prices are crossing the 240 moving average. So these are how we use our system all together. So I wish you good luck in your trading for this week, and I say God will help you. So I want you to subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed. By the time we release previous video, you will be the first person that will be notified. Subscribe and like this video, so that when I'm releasing another video, YouTube will supply you the information as I'm releasing it. So I wish you good luck, and I pray that we both defeat this crazy market together. And I say God bless you.